junior hires, these are the highlights for your reading, pages 208 to 215 for Tuesday the 31st. So let's jump right into it. On page 208, highlight, the United States in 1900 ranked as one of the 5 major world powers, along with Great Britain, France, Germany, and Russia. So be familiar with those 5 major world powers: the United States, Great Britain, France, Germany, and Russia. Now let's turn over to page 210. Highlight life expectancy. So find that on your page. Highlight the number of years that a group of people can be expected to live on the average is called life expectancy. Now, life expectancy used to be much lower way back when than it is now. Boys born in 1900 could only expect to live to be about 46. Girls could be expect to live to about 48. Since then, life expectancy has increased by over 25 years. This means today, on average, men live to be about 74, women live to be about 79. So that's quite a big increase there. On page 211, highlight this lady's name, Mary McLeod Bethune. Very important lady. She decided to build a school for the children of black laborers. And in 1904, she opened a school for black girls. Highlight the underlined bit. She was the first American black woman to head a federal agency, and that was the Negro Affairs Division of the National Youth Administration. Definitely not a short name for her agency, but a very, very important lady, and she accomplished much for her people. She left a legacy of schools, hospitals, and associations. She did quite a lot in her lifetime. Turning to page 212, highlight the Youth's Companion. Published the Pledge of Allegiance or Flag Salute by Francis Bellamy in 1892. Keep highlighting, it was such an excellent statement of loyalty to the United States that it was printed in leaflet form. And now, of course, we know that we say it every day in school. Moving on to page 213, highlight this guy's name, Casey Jones. Highlight that he died at the throttle while trying to slow down his crashing Cannonball to save the lives of his passengers. Cannonball was a train here, so he famously crashed it while trying to save the lives of people, and his story would be told in ballads and folktales for many, many years to come. He's known as a great hero now. Moving on to page 214. Top of the first column, highlight that underlined bit. The railroads instituted standard time. As is illustrated with the story of Casey Jones, trains had to be coordinated to the second, or very dangerous, very deadly crashes could occur. Every railroader had a big pocket watch to help him keep the trains running according to time schedule. The watch had to be officially approved and checked for accuracy. So even today, if you see a depiction of a train conductor or an engineer, you will usually see them with, they've got like the striped hat and the uniform, and they've got a big old watch on a train across their front. On page 214, highlight one famous mail train called by the very creative name of Fast Mail. Made its run from New York to Chicago in only 24 hours. Now remember, we've talked about before, when we were talking about our pioneers, how a letter could take months to reach its destination. Now this, with the trains, they could reach across the country within just a couple days. Huge improvement on what had come before. Last thing to highlight on page 214 is the wireless telegraph. Had been invented in 1895 by an Italian by the name of Guglielmo Marconi. And it was the Americans who made it truly practical. So that is the last of the highlights for these pages. If you guys have any questions, make sure you contact me directly and make sure that you let me know. So have a great day, and I hope to see you guys soon.